All right, so I know it's not necessary. I do cars very, very rarely. This one came in, we have a little bit of a gas leak. We have a new exhaust because this was the pipe that was on it. We also have a muffler that is just chilling, and then we also have this guy here. So we got all those issues to fix. We got a brand new catalytic converter because this one here is hollow. So nothing in that unit, and it needs it for inspection. Still trying to save those two, but 2 of the 3 bolts snapped, and actually I pulled the heat shield off to find 1 bolt there, and was told just leave it, because for me to pull that would definitely be a fun little fight. It probably is leaking. I can see the black there, but for me to sit here and do that, it was not. I was not told to do that. I was literally just told throw a cat on it, and then a mid pipe. So this one has been in the making for a while, but we got a brand new catalytic converter, and we also got a brand new mid pipe with an actual muffler. So this is going on. We do gas stuff every now and again. I'll post it and see what you guys think. Just kind of a bullshittery. We tried the weld the nut method to kind of get those out, but that fucker's so seized in there. I sent Josh to go get me some drill bits, so we're just gonna drill through it. Not a big deal, and then just use the nut and the bolt method. But this car's pretty clean for what it is. It was detailed on the engine bay side when he bought it. Yes, the battery's disconnected because of the welding, but that's where we're at. But yeah, if I'm down here, there you guys go. Filter's just chilling. There's gas dripping from here. So we are gonna be dropping the gas tank. And yeah, the heat shield's definitely, you can see all that. Looks like there's a whole, that's not even the, yeah, we're gonna drop all that, see what happens. Probably gonna give it a new fuel filter. We'll see. There goes Josh. Always flying through here. Unwarranted, of course. But that's where we're at. You can see. We'll save it. This thing's been leaking exhaust for quite a while. So this has been a long time in the making. He just finally got time to drop it off. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so when it came in, I'm waiting on Josh to bring me back some drill bits. I noticed there was a little bit of camber and it was consistent on both sides. I'm like, all right. So I saw that, and then I saw that. So this is not doing shit. No wonder it has camber. I also noticed the fuel lines for the filler neck, which it came in here for leaking gas, so that's fair. I'm gonna have to pull all of that and see what we got going on, but that line is gone. But funny enough, it doesn't look like that's where the leak was coming from. There's a leak over there, so I'm just looking for these bolts. It's not a bad running car. I think he said he paid 500 bucks for it. So it's a decent car, it just needs a little bit of work. I know we put new tires on it. But yeah, it definitely reeks of gas under here, so we definitely need to figure that out. And it was leaking exhaust like something crazy. So I'm gonna get these bolts off because these are gonna be gone. I need to pull this out. And yeah, I see why it's loud too. We are definitely gonna need a muffler as well. So I actually don't know. I don't know. Might try to fix it, might not. It doesn't have a ton of money, but at the same time, it's like shit needs done. Muffler, yeah, it's broken. So when I said, yeah, maybe we'll save it. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna save it. Look at that. All of it. There ain't no saving that. But this exhaust from a from my sport bike fits oh so perfectly where it shouldn't fit. That would be hilarious, but no, we're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna get all of the fuel tank dropped right now, figure out what all we need to get and order, and go from there. Customer should be back in a little bit, so I'm gonna be able to show him, but I probably won't show you guys much. I'm just gonna make a short video on this. But this is probably gonna be a good 10, 15 hour job with everything that we're doing, so just keep that in mind. And just still waiting on Josh to get back. He just sent me a picture of what I'm buying, so I will get these drilled out. All right, so you guys saw this thing yesterday. We're scrounging around today to find parts. So the fuel pump actually broke, and that's where the leak was coming from. So we just went through this piece here. I just have it zip tied for now. We got to put some clamps on that. Unfortunately, this is the best we could do. He's going to be coming back in 2 months. We're going to be replacing all of this fuel pump repaired, and then I put a line, so just trimmed out the fuel pump a little bit and just went off the nub, and then put a rubber hose about this long so that there's no leak anymore. But that was the problem. Rather than, it was like 250 bucks for a pump, so we've got to be as cheap as possible. I think the budget on this thing was like 100 bucks for parts, and that includes the oil change. So this is and he ordered the catalytic converter and the other muffler and stuff earlier, and then so whatever the labor is going to be, probably going to be into this thing about 15 hours fucking repairing everything, but didn't have to throw parts at it. He's going to be coming back in September to fix that as well, so I can't do anything about that because the whole bottom piece of this has bowed out. Also, as for the manifold, I got holes drilled out. The bottom one I had to go get more bits for, so drilled those out. We're gonna be putting the new exhaust in, and it'll be a ton quieter. Josh is leaving now. I just gotta get the heat shield up and in because the exhaust goes around here and around there. So definitely wanna get that heat shield back up in. And this is the heat shield for it. I went through and vacuumed everything out as best I could, get all that shit out of there, and then pump that up in. I think that goes right there. So I'm gonna go throw my gloves back on and get this guy back up in, throw the straps up there, and then we are done with the fuel tank.
100 feet per pound.
So I was able to reuse one piece of, there you go, there he is going. But I was able to reuse one piece of that exhaust. So the piece that was from here, that was straight piped into, well, that comes down, bolts to a piece. I actually forget how it was. It's a lot quieter than it was. So he's got now a muffler, I should say a resonator, and a catalytic converter. Whereas before, he had no muffler, blown out muffler, blown out catalytic converter, and it was basically a straight piped car, and then all of this stuff just was all shot. So I'm gonna clean this mess up tomorrow. I'm done for the day. It is literally 7:50 at night. I'm gonna go ride home. I'm not even gonna go to the gym tonight. I'm fucking tired. Had to break out the welder. It's been a fun 2 days. That car has been an absolute project. I'll tell you what, it would have been a lot quicker if I could have just, like, if money wasn't an issue. So I gave him the old special just to get him back on the road. Because main thing was a gas leak, and for him to go and replace the fuel pump was like 250 bucks. And literally it cost almost nothing to do it. It was just a little bit of extra labor. So it is what it is. It's gone. Yes, I'm gonna start working on some gas cars here and there. Do I like gas cars? Absolutely not. I'd rather work on the trucks. In my opinion, diesel trucks are easier than gas cars, but that's just because I've done so many. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. See you in the next video.